Following the allocation of time to claim the designation of the Prime Minister by the President, political parties have expedited efforts to form alliances suitable to their aspirations with the objective of leading the new government. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Leaders intensify legworks for a new government. Nepali Congress and CPN Maoist Center stake their claims for premiership. Rashtriya Swatantra Party eye on the government and initiate dialogues. The Department of Revenue investigation ineffective in controlling revenue leakage. Number of cases being filed by the department after conducting investigations also go down. The U.S. House of Representatives Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol Hill asks federal prosecutors to charge Donald Trump with obstruction and insurrection. And FIFA World Cup runners-up France receive a grand welcome back home. French striker Karim Benzema announces retirement from international football a day after France's World Cup final loss to Argentina. Oath of the newly elected members of the House of Representatives has been scheduled for 22nd of December. The Parliament Secretariat has made preparations to administer the oath of the newly elected parliamentarians this Thursday on 22nd of December. The senior-most member of the House of Representatives, elected from the November 20 elections, will administer the oath of other parliamentarians at the Parliament building in New Baneshwar. A day prior to that, the President will administer the oath of the senior-most member of the lower house on Wednesday. The Parliament Secretariat is currently making preparations to identify the senior-most member of the House. Political parties have expedited unofficial talks after the President allocated time to claim the designation of Prime Minister with majority votes as provisioned by Article 76(2) of the Constitution. The Prime Minister and President of Nepali Congress, the largest party of the newly elected House of Representatives, has begun discussions regarding whether to give continuity to the existing alliance or to form new political equations. Sunday's meeting of Nepali Congress decided to form a new government under its own leadership and to hold talks with other parties. Meanwhile, another party of the ruling alliance, CPN Maoist Center, has also decided to reach consensus on all positions, including the Prime Minister. Party chairperson Puspa Kamal Dahal is holding talks with both Nepali Congress and CPN-UML with the objective of becoming the Prime Minister. CPN-UML is also making efforts to split the existing ruling coalition to lead the new government by collaborating with other parties, including Rashtriya Swatantra Party. Rashtriya Prajatantra Party is not in favor of participating in the formation of the government. Other fringe parties are also making efforts to join the government. Rashtriya Swatantra Party has also initiated dialogues with the objective of joining the government following the President's call. Rashtriya Swatantra Party elected party chairperson Ravi Lamichhane as the parliamentary party leader, but is yet to decide on forging alliance with Nepali Congress or CPN-UML. Saying that talks were underway with both the parties, Lamichhane added that Rashtriya Swatantra Party would join the government led by those who can address their agendas. The Central Committee meeting of the party was also held yesterday. Members of the party had raised questions regarding the dilemma among the party's parliamentarians as Chairperson Lamichhane was not clear about the alliance to participate in. There are 20 parliamentarians from Rashtriya Swatantra Party. Race to become the parliamentary party leader has intensified in Nepali Congress, which is aiming to lead the new government. New occasions are likely to be formed inside Nepali Congress, the party which has witnessed the formation of different factions in each of its general conventions. While Party President Sherbahadur Deuba is aiming to become the parliamentary party leader yet again, the Shekhar Koirala group, which had come together in the party's 14th General Convention, is in a state of crisis. The process for the election of the parliamentary party leader has already begun in Nepali Congress. The election committee of the party has already made public the final list of voters. Candidates are able to file their registration from 8 this morning. Sherbahadur Deuba is almost the sole candidate of the leadership faction, despite aspirations of Ramchandra Paurel and Prakashman Singh, who had helped Deuba during the 14th General Convention of the party. Deuba is making efforts to convince them as well. In the other faction, the situation has grown complicated. Leader Shekhar Koirala and General Secretary Gagan Thapa are yet to reach a consensus. Other leaders are making efforts to ensure agreement between Koirala and Thapa. Party Vice President Dhanaraj Gurung and Joint General Secretaries Badri Prasad Pandey and Jeevan Pariyar have initiated efforts in this regard. Koirala and Thapa met yesterday morning while discussions were held throughout the day yesterday to seek consensus. Other members of the party are pressurizing Koirala and Thapa to reach an agreement. Koirala, who had lost the race to become the party president from the 14th General Convention, has identified the threat of being cornered in the party if he supports Thapa. Nepali Congress General Secretary Thapa has been claiming of becoming the Prime Minister by becoming the parliamentary party leader even before the election. He is seeking the support of another General Secretary, Bishwa Prakash Sharma. Koirala and Thapa, who had united to pose a strong challenge to the Deuba faction in the 14th General Convention, are now under tremendous pressure. CPM Maoist Senate Chairperson Pushpa Kamal Dahal has said that procedures for formation of the new government will be taken forward through consensus on the topic of Prime Minister in the ruling coalition. Speaking with journalists at the Bharatpur airport in Chitwan yesterday, CPM Maoist Senate Chair Dahal said that the ruling coalition will present its claim for the Prime Minister within the 7-day deadline issued by the President. Saying that a decision on the Prime Minister was yet to be reached in the coalition, Dahal added that today's meeting of the ruling coalition would decide on the Prime Minister. He further claimed that he was prepared to shoulder the responsibility of the Prime Minister if required. Dahal has also said that no discussion had taken place in the coalition regarding the appointment of someone without a political background as the President. Saying that many intellectuals had suggested for having such a president, Dahal added that there was no such possibility. The Department of Revenue investigation has been ineffective in controlling revenue leakage. The number of cases being filed by the department after conducting investigations on revenue leakages has decreased. The government has failed to collect targeted revenue. After the collected revenue was not enough for current expenses, the government has expressed its discontent over the works of the department. Speaking at a program organized by Society of Economic Journalists Nepal a few days ago, Finance Minister Janardhan Sharma said that the country's revenue has been affected due to the failure to control revenue leakage. Although the government has imposed a ban on mobile phones, imported liquor and automobiles, there is no scarcity of these products in the market. It has been difficult to control revenue leakage due to the inability to stop illegal imports through open borders. Last year, by mid-December, the Department of Revenue investigation filed 29 cases related to revenue leakage at courts. However, the department has filed only 9 cases this year during the same period. Likewise, there were 473 complaints registered at the department last year, while this year only 250 complaints have been lodged. The cases filed by the department has also decreased. The department filed 320 cases in the fiscal year 2075-76, while the registered cases increased to 477 in the fiscal year 2076-77. The number of cases filed by the department decreased to 319 in the fiscal year 2077-78 and dropped to just 70 last year. The chief and deputy chiefs of local levels across the country have faced challenges in managing employees and generating employment during their first 7 months of the tenure. Chief and deputy chiefs of all the 293 local levels have gathered at the convention in Kathmandu. Chief and deputy chiefs from 6 metropolises, 11 sub-metropolises and 276 local levels are sharing their 7-month experiences at the convention of the local levels. They shared their common problem of lack of skilled human resource at the local levels. Most of the participants complained that skilled workers in the area of formation of laws and their implementation, education and health, refusing to work at the local levels has affected works. They have also complained that the lack of support from the federal government has also affected in the delivery of skilled human resource. They also highlighted employment generation as their main challenge. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces how have they found the performances of local representatives. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
स्थानीय त आएपछि बाटो घाटो गाउँघरमा बिजुली बत्ती वाइफाईहरू सब पहिले भन्दा अहिले राम्रोसँग चल्छ
जनताहरूले अपेक्षाकृत धेरै सुविधाहरू पाएको हुनाले यो सराहनीय काम पनि छ
उहाँहरुसँग राइट छ अधिकार छ तै पनि उहाँहरुले सबै काम सिक्वेन्सली गर्नु भएको चाहिँ लाग्दैन
जनताले जुन रूपमा स्थानीय सरकार आएपछि बृहत रूपमा काम हुन्छ भनेर सोचेका थिए त्यो रूपमा चाहिँ हाम्रा जनप्रतिनिधिहरू अगाडि बढ्न नसकेको
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What's your take on Tribhuvan University not being able to publish the examination results even after a year? Your options are A, irresponsible leadership, B, toying with students' future, and C, lack of manpower. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.